Hello and welcome. The budget speech has been read and I'm sure everybody is trying to calculate their salaries, trying to figure out how much of the tax are they saving. That's a confusion that a lot of people have, and that's why we are here to try and explain the slabs to you, the new slabs to you. I have with me my senior colleagues who understand this subject very well. I have with me Joyita De. She works with the PTI. I also have our senior colleague Chandrasekhar. He is also again with the PTI business team, and I also have Amit Pawa. He is a partner in Deloitte, again an expert in the taxation. I'll first start with my senior colleague Chandrasekhar. Please try and explain to us what are the new tax slabs that will come into effect after this budget speech.
Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in her budget speech announced new tax slabs for those who are under the new tax regime. So let me just explain. Anyone having an income up to 4 lakh, he pays nil tax, and the persons having income between 4 and 8 lakhs will be charged tax at the rate of 5%, and those having income between 8 and 12 lakhs per annum will have to pay a tax at 10%. And the new tax slab for those having income between 12 and 16 lakhs will be 15%, and for those for income between 16 and 20 lakhs it will be 20%. For income between 20 and 24 lakhs it will be 25%, and for income above 24 lakhs the tax slab will be at 30%.
Okay, so that's actually a lot of numbers, and I'm sure many of us are still trying to make sense of what that means. I'm taking that forward and asking Joyita. So everybody now knows that up to 12 lakh rupees there is tax exemption. But does that mean that anyone who has a salary of about 12 lakh rupees will also be benefiting from that zero tax exemption that has been announced, Joyita?
So basically what the finance minister has announced today is an increase in the nil tax paying income. So basically she has increased the given relief to those taxpayers who earns up to say 12 lakh rupees. Now if you are a salaried taxpayer, after taking into account the standard deductions, your exemption limit will be 12.75 lakh. So if you are a salaried employee and you earn 12.75 lakh rupees per year, you don't have to pay any tax. Now what happens to those who are not salaried employees? So there your nil income will be counted till 12 lakh rupees. Now what happens to those when you don't have 12 lakh, when you earn above 12 lakh rupees, say 12.10 lakh rupees, and you are not a salaried employee? Then the tax slab regime, as Mr. Chandrasekhar said, will come into play. So there the exemption limit has been basically hiked to 4 lakh rupees. So from 4, and every tax bracket has been set at 4 lakh rupees. So 4 to 8 is 5%, and accordingly whatever Mr. Chandrasekhar said.
So in effect, if you have a salary of anything about 12 lakh rupees, then all those new brackets will apply. But again, this is only applicable to the new tax regime. It does not apply to the old tax regime. And to explain that and also give us instances of how much tax will be saved, say in different brackets of your salary, I'll request Amit to come in and give his opinion on that.
Yeah, thanks. Absolutely. I think there's a clear shift again from the government side to put people under the new tax regime. They are promoting the new tax regime every budget, and this year again we've seen that happening. And the very important point you made is all these changes are for the new tax regime. Now, if I were to take few examples, comparing income levels. So for at an income of 12 lakh rupees currently under the new tax regime versus what is proposed in the new tax regime in this year's budget, there is a tax saving of 80,000 rupees for an income level of 12 lakh rupees. Now, for an income of 18 lakh rupees per annum, the saving stands at around 70,000. Again, these are broad calculations. We've just done our maths together. And at a salary, at an income of 25 lakhs, the saving translates into about 1.10 lakh rupees. These are some of the key differences to what every common man will get more in his pocket under the new tax regime as per the proposed changes.
Clearly, there are certainly, there are provisions, but the entire focus seems to be on the new tax regime. If anybody is subscribing to the old tax regime, none of this applies to them. If you are a new tax regime, under the new tax regime, and if you have your salary above 12 lakh rupees, then don't think that these 12 lakh, then you will get that zero exemption on tax. You will be applied tax, and your brackets will sort of open from there on, as has been explained by my other colleagues. I hope that gives some clarity as to how this taxation will work under the new regime with these new slabs. Thank you for watching.